country cannot remain a prisoner of the past, reads Supreme Court of India's latest observation following a dismissal of a specific PIL. So what made the Apex Court of India to analyse the matter in this way? The Supreme Court on Monday strongly criticised the demand to change the names of places and roads by targeting a particular religion. The court asked the petitioner and BJP leader, Adv Ashwini Upadhyay, whether he wanted the country to boil over with hatred. Upadhyay submitted a plea directing the centre to set up a renaming commission to find out and restore the original names of historical, cultural and religious places which were changed by foreign invaders. Hinduism is a way of life and there is no bigotry in Hinduism. Don't dig up the past which will only create disharmony, Supreme Court observed. A bench of Justices K.M. Joseph and B.V. Nagaratna questioned the motive of the PIL filed by Upadhyay and also pointed out, don't try to divide the country. Supreme Court had doubts on why there is a need to constitute a renaming commission to find out original names of ancient historical, cultural, religious places and remarked that India is a secular country and Hinduism is a way of life because that India has assimilated everybody. The bench expressed its unhappiness with the petitioner and said that such petitions should not be entertained. Justice B.V. Nagaratna further mentioned the divide and rule policy brought by the British in the country and remarked that let us not break it again with such kind of petitions. The court remarked not to dig up the past as it would only create disharmony and they can't allow the country on the boil. Justice K.M. Joseph, who was heading the bench, said, in Kerala, the state where I belong to, the Hindu king has donated the land to build churches. The court said that our country is secular and supposed to protect the constitution and remarked that the petitioner is concerned about the past and digging it up to place its burden on the present generation. The history of any nation cannot haunt the present and future generations of a nation to the point that succeeding generations become prisoners of the past, said the court. Trying to convince the bench, petitioner Ashwini Upadhyay said, Hindus have become a minority in many historical places. The country has roads after Lodi, Ghazni, Ghori and other invaders, but there is no single road named after Pandavas. In reply to the petitioner, the court said, keep the country in mind, not any religion. A country cannot remain a prisoner of the past and the government is wedded to rule of law, secularism and constitutionalism. Being a Christian, he is equally fond of Hinduism, which is the greatest religion in terms of metaphysics. The country should be proud of that, added Justice Joseph. The petitioner has sought to constitute a renaming commission to find out the original names of ancient historical, religious, cultural places named after barbaric foreign invaders in order to maintain sovereignty and to secure the right to dignity, right to religion and right to culture. Advocate Ashwini Kumar Upadhyay has sought to issue appropriate direction to the Home Ministry to constitute a renaming commission to find out the original names of ancient places, as I said earlier. Alternatively, the petitioner has urged the court to direct the Archaeological Survey of India to research and publish the initial names of ancient historical religious places which were renamed by barbaric foreign invaders. It will also help us to secure the right to know guaranteed under Article 19 of the Constitution. The petition has urged the court to direct the centre and state governments to update their websites and records and mention the original names of ancient historical places named after foreign invaders. Notable name changes are the Mughal garden at Rashtrapati Bhavan became Amrit Udyan. Rajpath in Delhi became Kartavya Path. Allahabad is now Prayagraj. Faizabad district became Ayodhya. Firoz Shah Kotla Stadium in Delhi became Arun Jaitley Stadium. Coming to the closing note, the bench said that it will not permit withdrawal of the matter and proceeded to dictate the order. Let us not break society with such kinds of petitions. Please have the country in mind and not any religion. This specific event has refined the belief and expectations of people of India, as Supreme Court is really encouraging the secular India in all ways. Any force trying to bias the country's thoughts will be given a befitting reply, and these kind of real, unbiased observations will make people realize the importance of secularism and truth in things rather than some religious, political or personal biases creeping in. I'm Shreya signing off. If you liked the video, please subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. If you want to send us any news or feedback, please send it us on kaumudiglobal@gmail.com.